I don't often clean data within Excel, but recently I found the need to have to strip a cell's other number, non-digit characters out of the cell, so that way I'm only left with just the digits. And I couldn't figure out how to do that in a programmatic way, and I figured that online I would find a solution for this, and I was right. So let me share with you the solution on how to strip all non-digit characters out of a cell to leave only the numbers. Now, why would you want to do this? For me, I wanted to do this because I needed to get phone numbers to be in a uniform way. I had some phone numbers with parentheses. I had some phone numbers just as digits. I had some phone numbers with colons and things like that. And so I wanted to make sure that all of the phone numbers were uniform so that way I could do something else with them. And I found this function called TEXTJOIN. Let me just take this and copy it. So, hey, TEXTJOIN. So TEXTJOIN takes a function, you apply a delimiter, and then you let it, there's a Boolean whether or not you want to ignore the empty cells, and then all the texts that you want to join, and it concatenates them all based off the delimiter. It splits them and concatenates them. So what do we do to find only the numbers within a cell? Well, we utilize the indirect row and mid functions to break apart the cell into a string of its own characters and then apply some math to those characters. And that's the trick where let's catch up here. So first and foremost, how do we break apart the cell? So this indirect row is a way that we could sequence out 100 digits. So this is like the processing computer of the cell. Next, we will have mid of the text, where we start at all the characters. So 1 through 100. Remember, we have mid 1 through 100, and we only get one character. So we have the first 100 characters of the cell. And what does this give us if we concatenate it all? So TEXTJOIN, the delimiter being nothing, we will ignore empty. The if error, don't worry about for now. And we have one character of the first 100 digits inside the cell. What does this look like? Well, it looks like exactly what this is. So this is referencing C6 here. But now if we force this response to add math to it, so if I do +0, now we have each of those 100 digits individually. We try to say +0, and Excel, when it has a number, it will try to make that +0. It will try to sum that 0. And if it's a number, it would be okay with it. But if it's a text string, it will return an error, which is where this if error comes in, because the mid, one of those digits plucked, we apply a 0 to it, and it returns an error. So in response to that error return, we say the error should be blank. And now we have essentially taken out the non-digit characters because they're blanked out. And the TEXTJOIN is ignoring the blanks, and then we concatenate it all. So all I did was add my little filter here at the end of this mid to plus out that error. And it is an array formula, so we need to have plus our control shift. I put the +0 in the wrong spot. +0 comes in after, and there we go. So we strip the B's and whatever, and you can see how all of these responses will strip out the non-digit characters. And if ever you need clean data in this way, where you're stripping the non-digit characters, you can use this TEXTJOIN function. I will include it in the description to this video. But TEXTJOIN, delimiter is blank, ignores the errors, and then the main magic happening is this if error tells this mid function, which returns, if the mid function cannot return a +0, then it errors out. And then lastly, we'll TEXTJOIN it.